Hello everyone. So in this video, what we will be learning is we will be learning the fundamental building blocks of agent force. We'll understand why we need agent force and AI agents, and how do we configure it in Salesforce to use the basic components like flows and actions and topics, and get agent set up for addressing the customer requirements. So let's begin.
So, what is Agent Force? Agent Force is actually used in order to automate the interaction or the assistance provided by the agents using AI. Okay. So, in Salesforce, we can configure our agents using custom flows, Apex classes, okay, to do a specific task. Okay, the agent can be configured. So here coming to this first slide, Agents Force is a proactive autonomous AI application that provides specialized always-on support to employees or customers. Okay, you can equip Agent Force with any necessary business knowledge to execute tasks according to its specific role. Okay, so we can configure the agent and it can do a specific task. What is the agent? Agents are autonomous, proactive applications designed to execute specific, specialized tasks to help employees and customers. Agents use large language models to analyze and understand the full context of customer interactions or an automated trigger. Okay, so it will be using LLM models in behind the scenes, but in our case, we will be configuring the agent. Okay, and based on our inputs, which is called topics, it will or a set of instructions, which we will come see later. It will do a specific set of actions. So these agents generate responses that are consistent with your company's brand voice and guidelines. So based on your company's requirement, how we will be configuring that agent, it will accordingly behave. Okay. So saying that we can also train our agent with structured data, which is you can say like some CSV files or some Salesforce CRM objects, which has some data, or unstructured data, which can be in the form of PDFs, which is in S3 bucket, or it can be in your like service cloud, some knowledge articles. So coming to this, the agent has to be trained. So for that, we have topics, then we have actions. Again, the action can have some configuration which can use some flows. So we can have a record triggered flow which will take some input. It will then process based on that configuration, and it will take a decision and give the output to the agent. And accordingly, let's say in this example, let's say you want to know the contact information or account details for a particular contact ID or account ID. So if that is the input, the contact ID or account ID, the flow will process that and provide, let's say, the account name, the account details, and all those things. Similarly, for Apex, we can use Apex also. Let's say Apex class is making a call to a third-party application for some weather information. Okay, so the moment the agent is configured to use that Apex, the Apex class will take the input, let's say the region, the location, and it will give the output as the weather after calling the API and getting that information. So which actually opens a doorway because we can use third-party APIs or applications to get information using Apex also. Then we have prompt template, which we can configure, give some prompts, okay, and it's basically a UI. You can search in quick find box prompt and you will get it. So you will configure that prompt template, and you can test it there only. And based on that prompt, it will in the prompt builder, you can test it. You will give some input, it will give some output, and then you can add that to your action. So in future, like let's say the prompt is used, right? So let's say you are using some knowledge article or Einstein data library, right? So there also some you are giving some input. It will go through that data, maybe in knowledge article, or maybe some structured data, maybe residing in some object. Okay, wherever it is, as you will configure it, and it will give the necessary output to the agent, which will then be displayed to the customer. Okay, so now this thing can, as I told you, it can use the data standard objects or the custom object, okay, or the data cloud DMO to configure, get the data. Okay, so topics, two important things, topics and actions. So think of topic as a job to be done, a set of instructions to be given to the agent. And action is how the agent can interact with Salesforce to achieve its goals. Okay, so what kind of action the agent will be giving based on that. Okay, now, okay. So here, the process of configuring an agent is very straightforward. Here, you will be once the use case is defined by the project manager, you will be designing the agent, okay, and it will be a iterative process. So you will build and configure the agent initially, and you will monitor the agent's uh, output, and based on that, you will improve the agent to increase the scope. Okay. So coming to this, let's see the configuration part. So in order to configure the agent, right? Uh, uh, Here, if you see, first we will need to enable the Einstein in Data Cloud. Okay. So after you enable it, you can create a new agent. So there will be create agent option. You will have to create it. Once you have created the new agent, you can configure the agent using Agent Builder. Okay, so you have to go to Agent Builder, and here you can add topics. So you can click on this and you can add your topic. So create a topic. So topics are a set of instructions. So set of instructions. So by the way, this Prelude module you can use configure agent force for service. Here you will get the topics listed. So first instruction, second instruction. So you can add multiple instructions. So add instructions 5 times. Okay. So here add custom topic and action. So new topic. So you can click on new topic, and then you can add the set of instructions here. And once you have added the instructions here, you can add the action. So once you have added the topics, then you have to add the action. So yeah, you can go to the actions tab and you can click on create new action. You can give the details, okay, the instructions, and basically you can add the action here. Okay, so if you come here, add action to topics. So here you can add available action. So before that, you have to create the action and then you can add it. So after defining topics, you need to add action that your agents takes within those topics. Navigate to the action sub tab. Here you add custom action that you want your AI agent to take based on user request or task. For example, if a user wants to book an appointment, you will ideally add an action related to scheduling. So make sure to provide clear instruction on how this action should be executed within each topic. Okay. Then once you have added your action, you can test your agent by doing some chat. There is a preview window and see what kind of answer you are getting. And finally, there is an activate button. You can activate and deploy your agent and test it and monitor it. Okay. So coming over here, so here again, test the agent. So you can test your agent and then publish the agent. Okay. Publish and update. So you can do that. Okay. So and basically that's it. Coming here, so you can add the create the topic. So here in this module, create the agent. So you can create the new agent. Okay. Then you can add the topics. So add custom topics and actions can be created and customized using Agent Force Builder. So you can create the new topic, add 5 instructions. So it will give you an instruction. So let's go through one of the instruction. If a customer would like information of, let's say, activities or experiences, you should run the action get experience details. So we are telling that this is the action that needs to be run for this topic and then summarize the results with improved readability. Similarly, if you see this instruction, it is telling if the customer is a known customer, you must always ask for the email address and their membership number to get their contact records by running the action get customer details. So that is the action name. So once the actions are configured, add an action to validate customer details, add an action to get session records. So some actions are there basically. So here add an action to create a booking. So when the agent provides excellent recommendation, the client wants to book an experience. What should happen? So create new action. You can select the flow from here. So once you click on create new action, you can select the flow. Select create experience booking, leave the others and check this and there the sets of instruction basically. Okay, and then you activate it and then you test the agent. So that is a quick overview of how Agent Force agents are configured. So hope you like the video. So we have tried to cover it under 10 minutes. So thank you.